It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. No, not the song by the Buckwheat Boys. Today we are going to be talking about how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are great breakfast foods and they are great for students who need a little bit of energy throughout their day. The Food and Research and Action Center says a well nourished child who starts the day with breakfast is more likely to be at school, to be a better learner, and is more likely to be willing to participate in the classroom. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are a great way for us to get our energy, focus in the classroom, and pay more attention during our lectures. So, today we're going to be talking about how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich by looking at the ingredients that we need, the assembly process, and by looking at how to serve the sandwich. So, starting off with the ingredients, you really need to start with a good bread. Most people will go for the pre-sliced store-bought loaves, and that's just the typical for a sandwich that people use that bread. You have the option of white bread, wheat bread, whole wheat, whole grain, butter bread, any kind of bread you want. Um, just make sure that you have the bread that you want so that you can have a good base for your sandwich. The next ingredient that you're going to need is the peanut butter. You can pick crunchy peanut butter or smooth peanut butter. You can pick Jif, you can pick any kind of brand that you want. You just need the kind of peanut butter that you like to make the sandwich the best sandwich for you. Then you have the jelly. This is where you get the most artistic liberty because there are so many different kinds of jellies that you can pick. There's strawberry, grape, apricot, mayhaw jelly, any kind of jelly, you name it, it's a jelly. And so you can mix jellies, you can put 2 jellies, 3 jellies, any kind of jellies you want. And really that's just where you get to put the most decision making into how you want your sandwich to taste. Say you want a tangier tasting jelly, you're going to pick strawberry, but if you want a sweet jelly, you'll probably pick grape. Now that we've collected all of our ingredients, we can move on to the assembly process. To start this out, you're going to want to put your 2 pieces of bread side by side on any surface. It could be a table, a paper plate, a paper towel. It really doesn't matter, which is what makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches so great. You put the 2 pieces of bread down and then you can start putting on your peanut butter. Now with the peanut butter, you're probably going to want to use a knife in order to spread it on the bread. Just because of the consistency of peanut butter, it's easier to spread with a knife. You can put it on both slices of the bread, or you can only put it on one, depending on how you want your peanut butter and jelly to lay out on your sandwich. After that, you'll put your jelly down. You'll probably want to use a spoon with the jelly because the consistency of the jelly makes it difficult to pick up with the knife, but more easy to pick up with the spoon. And you can just spread it. You can put peanut butter on one slice, jelly on one slice. You can put peanut butter on both and then jelly on top. Some people even like to mix the peanut butter and jelly before they put it into the sandwich. And so that's solely up to you and how you like the consistency of your peanut butter and jelly sandwich to be. Now that we have put the peanut butter and jelly on the sandwich, we can close the 2 slices together to make it a complete sandwich. Now that we have assembled the sandwich, we can then move on to serving it. Now, when serving the sandwich, you're going to want to pick which side of the sandwich you want to be the top. So say you put peanut butter on one slice and jelly on the other, you might want the jelly to be on the top rather than the peanut butter, or vice versa. For people who mix their peanut butter and jelly, this part is a little less particular. You might just like the way one piece of bread looks better than the other. So now that you've picked which side is the top, you can orient it to your preference, and then you can begin cutting the bread. Now there are multiple ways to cut your sandwich. You can cut it into quarters, halves, or not at all. And in order to cut it into a half, you can cut it vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. And if you want to cut it into quarters, you can just have 4 equal pieces. You may also want to cut the crust off the side if you're dealing with a particularly picky eater. So now that you've cut the sandwich, you can serve it, and typically you might want to serve it with a glass of water or a glass of milk just to make it easier to eat. So today we have looked at how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich through the ingredients that we use, how to assemble it, and how to serve it. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are really nutritious, and it's a great way for students to have energy throughout the day. They're also really easy to make. It might take you less time to make your peanut butter jelly sandwich than it does for me to finish this speech. And so it's just a great option for college students, high school students, elementary students, just to have a easy to make, easy to get snack or breakfast food that can give them energy and nutrition throughout the day. Making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are more than just providing your body with food. It gives you fuel, energy, and the nutrition you need to make it through your day-to-day life.